Hello, my dear young friends. In today's session, I will take further what are the steps involved in the process of group discussion. Because a group discussion also will involve certain steps which one must pay attention to, so that the objective and the purpose of group discussion will be met. Uh, the steps of group discussion can be broadly divided as the first step, wherein you start the discussion, kind of setting the ball rolling for the group discussion. And in the middle, you try to organize, you try to accumulate all the opinions rather given by various participants, and finally you will try to summarize what is being discussed by the fellow participants in the group. So these are just the broad contours, the outline of group discussion. So generally what happens in the beginning of group discussion, it is best to always greet the participants. So one must start ideally with the greetings of the day. Generally, it is the morning time or afternoon, whichever is applicable. We start off the discussion greeting the participants as good morning or good afternoon, whichever is applicable. And then, after wishing them, after the greetings of the day are told, then it is the time to tell your name, because first and foremost your identity must be known to the fellow participants. So your good name or your sweet name, whatever, your formal name should be told to the participants, so that they know it is the opinion, or it is the voice of the so and so person. And then very gently ask the participants, shall we start the discussion? Then take the discussion forward. And these are like the adjustments or the arrangements that happen in the initial stage, and it is very ideal to give around 2 to 3 minutes for all these basic adjustments. And then it is always better to start with a positive note in any group discussion. It is like you can say, I am Mr. XYZ, and I am very happy to be a part of this discussion. And then you might even request Mr. ABC to start the discussion, and then you can decide on the pattern of the group discussion. So these are the various steps in the initial stage of the group discussion. And then you might take it further and tell, like, as we have 10 in the group and 60 minutes are allotted for the entire discussions. Now you will ask to speak 4 minutes and to present your views, and 2 minutes to conclude and wrap up the discussion, so that it becomes a very fair and democratic practice, so that each of the participants will get their duly allotted time and opportunity to present their views, because this is a very fair and a very democratic way of getting the discussions forward. And it is also very important that a person who will always have the who has the leadership skills will initiate the discussion. He will set the ball rolling for the discussion, and also he will set the rules for the discussion. nothing abusive or offensive, or nothing which is detrimental to the discussion or to the quality of a group discussion should be, entertained, or should even be allowed. And then in the beginning, the participants are requested to take their turns one by one, so that they can give opportunity for the fellow participants. And taking the process forward, it is also important that you have to organize your ideas as and when we go further, because a lot of ideas will be flowing, but these ideas should be organized, and they must be properly, taken note of. And the group discussion also should help the fellow participants to express their views, and it's not necessary that all the views will be agreed or disagreed. But you have every right to disagree, but the disagreement should not lead to chaotic situation. The disagreements can be always polite, and your points must be strong enough, but not your voice or your action. So you have every right to disagree, but in a very civilized and polite way, so that the atmosphere, the pattern, the health of the group discussion doesn't suffer in any way. And it's also important that all the views of the others must also be heard and taken note of. And if possible, the mic should be handed over to the speaker, and the time limit must always be kept and adhered to, because the time limit, when it exceeds, it may not serve the purpose, wherein a particular person may get excessive time, and another person who is willing to speak and who may have very good points might get very less time. So the allotment and distribution must be fair and justified. And as we progress further, uh, when we come to the conclusive part of the group discussion, one must also note about how to summarize the points which they have learned in group discussion. It is always ideal to take a note of all the points which have been spoken in the group discussion, because these are very important when we make the concluding remarks. And then the concluding remarks are very important again. As I said, it will wrap up the discussion, and I will conclude uh, taking into view the various opinions and views expressed by all the participants. And definitely, uh, a common ground also could be met if the views and opinions are coinciding. And finally, it is always a very fair practice to thank all the participants for their active participation, and to conclude the group discussion with a formal thanks to all the participants. So, to quickly summarize today's topic of group discussion, wherein we discussed about the steps: the beginning of the group discussion, the middle of the group discussion, and how to end, how to conclude or summarize the group discussion. So these three are the basic outlines outline to which one must adhere to while conducting a group discussion, and the organization of ideas, putting these ideas into words and expressing their views without being offensive, because ultimately a group discussion will be successful only if there is a healthy discussion, and when there is a generation of fresh ideas, only then the objective and purpose of group discussion will be met. Thank you, my dear friends, for your patient listening.